Welcome one and all to ComedySportz Rec League this fine Wednesday evening. I am positively giddy to be here, and I hope you are too. We have two incredible teams up tonight. Scoop will be here in the second half, but first up, it's my team, Extreme Couponing, and we're going to have more fun than using multiple codes at checkout. So for our Twitch viewers, please warm up your typing fingers and give me some suggestions in the chat box of your favorite foods, your favorite animals, your favorite weather conditions, and your favorite historical eras. While you're typing those in for me, can I please have Croy, David R, Dave, and Joe onto the stage? Hello! We are going to play a game of Foursquare in 4 pairs. Our players are going to perform 4 scenes with 4 of your suggestions. And at will, like the power-hungry animal I am, I will call out those suggestions and the scenes will rotate in organized chaos. So let's see what we have. Incredible suggestions so far. So, Croy and David R, you are the first pair, and your suggestion is red grapes. Red grapes. David R and Dave, your suggestion is volcano ash, specifically ash. Dave and Joe, your suggestion is, ooh, the Renaissance. Very nice. And Joe and Croy, your suggestion is 1992. 1992. So the first scene up is Volcano Bash. Take it away.
All right, there's my ring. It's in. Marriage dissolved.
You've thrown our wedding. You're dissolved. Brian, you're dissolving our wedding?
Yeah.
How could you? I've given you the best years of... Why are you Frodoing me? Why? I've given you the best years of my life, Brian.
Okay. The marriage dissolution thing is like a byproduct because I've always wanted to throw a ring to a volcano. You know, I'm sorry. I let that go for too long. I'm so sorry. But our marriage is now officially dissolved, so we do have to do something about that. Does that make sense?
Red grapes.
Okay, don't hog them, man. There's no other food here.
Sorry, when we got into the zombie apocalypse, I just didn't know if we would be able to have these kind of luxuries anymore. And now that we found the supermarket, I'm kind of fiending right now. So
and fruit is still a luxury, so share the wealth. Yeah.
Okay, man. Okay, but you can only have a couple. Okay, you can only have a couple.
Yeah. Thank you, dude. Oh my God. Did you hear something?
It's probably nothing. Don't hog the grapes. Come on.
Okay. Well, here, take.
Thank you.
The Renaissance.
Right, Vincenzo, I think your painting looks absolutely beautiful.
No, I did the painting on the basis of Masaccio's ideas of straight lines and curves and stuff. What do you think?
I think it's absolutely beautiful. I mean, if I could do anything perfect with lines, I would absolutely make something more abstract than just a circle. But you did it better than I ever could.
Well, you know, we're Renaissance. We're not over with the Jackson Pollock. We're just here. We're in Renaissance. So don't do the abstract.
Of course. I tried to steal from Leonardo da Vinci if I have to.
Everyone steals from Leonardo.
Leonardo started everything.
1992.
All right, bro, I'll tell you what, I can give you Pocket Full of Kryptonite by the Spin Doctors in exchange for your Nevermind by Nirvana album, okay? How about that?
No, you know what, man? You could just take it. Honestly, I just pirate everything off of Napster now. So I just don't even pay for music anymore. You know what I say? Screw the companies. They don't need my money.
I need to catch up with the times so bad. I'm still buying CDs.
Yeah. Yeah, it's totally old hat, man. I'm downloading them onto my Walkman. And
A Walkman.
yeah,
Oh
yeah.
man. I
Yeah.
mean,
Check
whatever
out this
happened.
new thing called the internet. Have you heard of the internet?
Oh yeah, I use it when I want to read the news.
Yeah, the
Red
news.
grapes.
Oh my God. Okay, well, now we've killed a zombie. You're still eating the grapes.
Yeah. How else am I supposed to celebrate us killing a zombie?
Maybe help me like cut off the head so it doesn't get stronger, that kind of thing. Grab your axe.
Renaissance.
Grapes.
Oh, look up there. I have a cherub up on the ceiling. Isn't that a beautiful cherub up on the ceiling? What do you think?
I think it's absolutely beautiful. If anything, like if you were to paint a rainstorm on the ceiling and I felt like the water were coming down from me, I would feel fully absorbed in your painting. That's how magnificent it is.
What a brilliant idea. I'm going to do Noah's flood all the way around, and I'm going to make a rainstorm. Screw with the cherub. We'll make dark clouds and thunder, and then all Noah's Ark over here.
Volcano Bash.
Dana, I'm so happy to be renewing our vows. I just wanted you to know no one else would have let me live my Frodo dream like you did. And I really appreciate that kind of more than anything.
Brian, Brian, now that we're doing this, I think I'm reconsidering some stuff. Like my lawyer tells me I get half. And so I'm at this point kind of considering maybe you're right. Maybe this divorce thing is a good idea.
1992.
I mean, I still get a newspaper, but I never read it anymore.
Screw your newspaper, man. The cops are after me. They
Oh,
found all
Red
of my
grapes.
downloaded music.
Stop eating the grapes. Help me.
Well, I can't put these down. Let the zombies get them. There's no more red
Volcano
grapes for like
Bash.
miles.
I mean, I honestly, I've got everything out of this divorce that I wanted. Like the ring thing was the coolest. I'll never do anything cooler than that. That's a story for history.
Brian, it was so good. I mean,
You know what?
I love the way. No, I mean, I love the way that you Frodo'd the thing in. I was so impressed with you. I just loved it. But yes, I will shake your hand.
The 20 years of buildup, it was worth it. The
1992.
I don't know what I'm gonna do, man.
Oh, you tell me. You got me hooked into the whole Napster thing too.
I didn't know that the My Chemical Romance and Nirvana would be so mad about me stealing their music.
Oh yeah.
Renaissance.
And I have an idea for a beautiful painting. How about a beautiful woman sitting in front of a countryside?
Wait a minute. We're Renaissance. We do beautiful boys. That's what we
And
do.
scene. Thank you very much. And on to the next game, introduced by Shane.
Hello, everyone. For our next game, I'm going to need some suggestions in the chat. So go ahead and pop in there some of your favorite locations or your favorite foods or your favorite celebrity. And I'm going to ask a very simple question to all of you. Do you hate when sentence ends? That's a hard word. That's a hard setup that I just gave myself. However, I also hate when my sentences end. And that is, again, hard to say. And that's the last time I'm going to. So thankful for conjunctions. So I'm going to have Lauren and Quinn and Rip come up to play one of my favorite games, Conjunction Junction. All right. Now, the three of you, your suggestion is going to be the Statue of Liberty. And at any time while you're speaking, if I don't like where we're headed with that sentence, I'm going to throw out a conjunction and you're just going to keep on going. So without any further ado, Conjunction Junction at the Statue of Liberty.
Oh, wow. Those French sure know how to build them.
This is accurate, right? This is how she looks.
That's
This is close enough.
Yeah, we're doing okay. I think we're
On the
doing
other
okay.
hand,
On the other hand, yeah, it could be better.
This is true. This arm is definitely not up here. It's down here.
Yeah, unless you're like
You're right.
carrying
That's
a boom
why
box.
you're the team leader.
Wow.
You get it. You get it.
And-
She also doesn't move this much and talk this much. So I'm gonna pew.
Well, Gabrielle, thank you very much for just full on acknowledging my leadership. Whereas, I'm sorry, Jack. So you decided to join us.
accordingly,
Accordingly, you've got yourself a little slushy, and I'm sure you brought slushies for everyone.
hence,
Hence, while we all have our special straws, and I guess they're all going to go into that one cup.
No, I just don't think that a chick with a torch says freedom.
consequently,
Consequently, when I think of freedom, I think of like a stray dog that just like stole a piece of pizza. So why isn't it a statue of a stray dog eating a piece of pizza?
in fact,
Stray dogs and pizza are something that the common man will see every day, and you don't have to make them out of bronze. I'm sure you could find a dog that would volunteer to become a statue on his own. You just be like, stay.
in
And he'd do
conclusion,
it. In conclusion, slushies are good.
Well,
Well, we wouldn't know that, would we? Because you're hogging the whole thing.
that is true. That is a fact. You are forbidding us from your slushy, and also just I'm never going to think about dogs with pizza ever again the same way. However, you're sorely mistaken, my friend, about a torch. A torch is a beacon of light in the night.
Look
However-
at it.
However, torches get extinguished. So pizza, we all know, lives on.
however,
However, oh, you guys, you can tell I'm really of two minds about this. However, it all really is going to come down to what flavor slushy you have.
It's grape.
No.
USA, USA, USA.
I gotta put the torch down. Someone else. You gotta take the torch.
Here.
I need to get in the slushy. I need to get.
Gabrielle, pass me the torch. Pass me the torch. Oh boy.
Take it.
and
And I am filled with the glory of America.
and scene. Great job, everybody. And now it is on to our next host.
Which is me. Hi, everybody. That was fun, wasn't it? Let's keep it going. To get us started, you know what? A preamble before we ever even get started. Please drop it in the chat the suggestion of a thing that can fit in a backpack. That's not like, a book or a folder or something like that. This next game is called Near, Far, Wherever You Are. And what is going to happen in this scene is our players are going to be acting out a scene, and at all times, one person, doesn't matter who, one person needs to be very near to their camera. The other person must be very far away from their camera. Near, far, see, we're getting it? And then the other person has to be wherever they are, as long as it's off camera. So yeah, and it can switch up as long as a person is in one of each of those positions. Let's go ahead and get our players up here for Near, Far, Wherever You Are. I believe that will be Shane, Ron, and David. All right, we are ready to rock and roll. And your suggestion is a small baby. Take it away.
Have you ever seen one this small?
No, it's
That's
so
the correct answer.
it's so dainty.
Let me change your perspective.
Look at how beautiful it is. It's magical.
Move. I want to see. Man, this is going to be the craziest season of 3 Men and a Baby I've ever seen.
Oh, you know what? I gotta go somewhere, but you know what? I'm gonna throw the baby to her. There we go.
Got it. Can you see it?
We're throwing babies? I did not sign up to throw babies.
Don't worry, it's just so light. It just floated like a butterfly.
Well, let me see. Toss it. Man, you are not the most excellent throw out there. I was way back there. You're lucky I'm quick.
I wasn't good at baseball.
Does it have a name?
I don't know.
What are we going to name it?
Did you just call it it? Did you call it it?
Yeah, I believe he did. Something so beautiful like that shouldn't be called it.
Hey,
excuse me.
You guys left the baby.
Listen, I didn't want to be the one to force gender constraints on a child before they even have a chance to become themselves. So yes, I refer to it as an it in this moment.
That's such a good point you make there.
Baby!
And scene. And now heading on over to our next game.
Hey everybody, we are on to the next game. So to get us started, can we get suggestions of objects you would find around your house? Say objects you would find in your kitchen, or objects you would find in in your classroom, or anything. Put that into the chat right there. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do a game for you called 185. It's a simple line game, and so the idea is that it's a simple joke setup game. For example, if the suggestion was banana, it would go something like this. 185 bananas walk into a bar. The bartender says, "Sorry, we're closed." And the bananas respond by going, "Well, that's very unappealing." So that's how the game works. And to start us off for our suggestion will be a notepad for 185. So Quinn, if you want to give us the first one, feel free to go ahead.
185 notepads walk into a bar. The bartender says, "I'm sorry, we're closed." And the notepads proceed to crumple under the pressure.
Ron.
185 notepads walk into a bar. The bartender says, "Hey, sorry guys, we're closed." 185 notepads say, "Well, we're just going to write this place off."
Rip.
185 notepads walk into a restaurant. The restaurant says, "I'm sorry, so sorry. We are closed. But you know, is there any reason in particular why you walk in here tonight?" And the notepads look at the proprietor and they say, "Oh yeah, you know, we went to university in this town, and the times just haven't been the same since. I guess I'd say that college ruled."
Lauren.
185 notepads walk to a restaurant. The restaurant is closed, and they say to the restaurant owner, "That is against the rules."
Shane.
185 notepads walk into a restaurant, and the restaurant says, "Oh, I'm sorry, friends, we are closed." And the notepads go, "All right, guys, looks like we're spiral bound."
Hey, let's jump to a new suggestion. Table saw. Table saw is your suggestion.
185 table saws walk into a bar. The bartender says, "Sorry, we're closed." And the table saw just goes, "Well, that's too bad. We're not going to give you another table."
David Ruiz.
185 table saws walk into a restaurant. The owner of the restaurant says, "Sorry, we're closed." And the table saws go, "That's okay, we'll split."
Quinn.
185 table saws walk into a restaurant. The proprietor's like, "Hey guys, I'm sorry we're closed." And the 185 table saws are like, "Yeah, it's probably a good call. We're buzzed already."
Croy.
185 table saws walk into a restaurant. The restaurant owner says, "Sorry, we're closed." And the 185 table saws say, "Man, we really wanted something to sink our teeth into."
Dave F.
Yeah, 185 table saws walk into this dive bar, and the bartender says, "Sorry, we're closed." And the table saws say, "That's okay, we're gonna cut."
Ripsaw.
185 table saws waltz into a restaurant. The restaurateur says, "I'm sorry, we are closed." And the table saws say to this guy, "You know what? What goes around comes around. Things are circular."
Lauren.
185 table saws walk to a restaurant. The restaurant is closed. They say, "Oh my God, this is really going to make us spin out."
David M.
185 table saws walk into a bar. The bartender says, "Sorry, we're closed." And the table saws say, "Judging by your hand, I understand."
Croy, go again.
185 table saws walk into a bar. Bartender says, "Sorry, we're closed." And the table saws reply, "That's all right. We brought our own horse."
Hey, let's jump to a new one. Let's try ladle. Dave.
185 ladles walk into a bar, and the bartender says, "Sorry, we're closed." And they say, "That's okay, we're a ladle late."
Ooh, David M.
185 ladles walk into a bar. The bartender says, "Sorry, we're closed." They say, "I get it, we're a little sauced."
Ooh, Croy.
185 ladles walk into a restaurant. The restaurant owner says, "Sorry, we're closed." And the 185 labels say, "Super."
Joe, what you got?
185 ladles walk into a bar. The bartender says, "Sorry, we're closed." And the ladle said, "That's fine. We're already too much of a mess already."
Dave F.
Okay, 185 ladles march into a bar. Bartender says, "We're closed." And the ladles say, "Be careful or we're going to punch you."
Oh, Shane.
All right, let's get a new suggestion. Let's go ahead and start with rubber band. Joe.
185 rubber bands walk into a bar. The bartender says, "Sorry, we're closed." And the rubber bands say, "All right, then that's fine. We'll just shoot from far away."
Ron, what you got?
185 rubber bands walk into a bar. The bartender says, "Hey, sorry guys, we're closed." And 185 rubber bands go, "Oh, we just snapped."
David Ruiz. Oh, hand went down. Croy.
185 rubber bands walk into a bar. Bartender says, "Sorry, we're closed." And the 185 rubber bands say, "Oh, we're in a bind."
Dave F.
Yeah, 185 rubber bands walk into a bar, and the bartender says, "Sorry, we're closed." And the rubber bands say, "Wait a minute, I thought this was a band contest."
Quinn.
185 rubber bands walk into a Western themed restaurant, and they are greeted by a horse. And the horse says, "I'm sorry, guys, we're closed." And the 185 rubber bands go, "Well, we're rubber and you're glue."
David M.
185 rubber bands walk into a bar. The bartender says, "Sorry, we're closed." And they say, "Ah, snap."
And scene. All right, everybody, we are extreme couponing. And now, without further ado, please welcome to the stage, Scoop.
We are Scoop, and we are super excited to be here for you tonight. Our first game is called Try That On for Size. And I hope you heard the rest, but if you didn't, try that on for size goes like this. It's going to be two players that are competing against each other. In the chat, before we get started, can I get an example of a activity that you are looking forward to doing this summer, like swimming or golfing? And say the example that they get is swimming. The first player is going to go, I'm swimming, try that on for size. The second player is going to keep that physical activity, but they're going to change the description. So they could say, I'm digging a hole, try that on for size. So they're going to keep going back and forth. And if at any time any player hesitates, or if they say the same thing twice, or if they change the physicality, they're going to be out of here. So let me check the chat for our first activity. It's going to be a volleyball. Players, are you ready?
Oh, yeah.
Right. Yes. Alrighty. I'm throwing a ball. Try that on for size.
I'm hitting a pinata with my fist. Try that on for size.
I'm giving you my baby. Try that on for size.
High five, Dad. Try that on for size.
Here's a hamburger to your face. Try that on for size.
Talk to the hand, because the face don't want to listen. Try that on for size while you're at it.
Do you see this cool new tattoo I got, Mom? Try that on for size.
I release the demons from you, and I want you to try that on for size.
I hurt my hand. Try that on for size.
All right, Blake, I'm sorry. I let you go a few times, but you keep forgetting to do the physicality, so you are out. And the next up is Charlie. And the suggestion for both of you is going to be playing in a sprinkler.
I'm playing in a sprinkler. Try that on for size.
I'm being the Easter Bunny. Try that on for size.
I'm in Illinois. I'm in Indiana. I'm in Illinois. I'm trying that on for size.
I'm conjuring my bunny rabbits from a top hat. Try that on for size.
And one basketball practice. 2 balls at the same time. Try that on for size.
I can't escape this pogo stick. Try that on for size.
I'm out of shape and I'm out. Try that on for size.
All right, thank you, Ryan. Maybe go have a seat. Can we get our next player up? It's going to be Jordan. All right, you two, your next activity is going to be gardening. And we're going to start with Charlie.
I'm gardening. Try that on for size.
Timber! Try that on for size.
Run from me. I'm a serial killer. Try that on for size.
License and registration, please. Try that on for size.
I'm milking a cow. Try that on for size.
This rope is a lot longer than I expected. Try that on for size.
I'm whacking this bush into nothing. Try that on for size.
Nah, Charlie, I don't know about whacking a bush into nothing. I'm sorry, sir. You are out. And can I get our next player, which is Paul? All right. Your suggestion is baking. And we're going to start with our winner from last time, Jordan.
I'm baking. Try that on for size.
I'm DJing a handheld DJ set. Try that on for size.
I'm conducting a tiny orchestra of mice. Try that on for size.
I'm wafting the sand through my fingers. Try that on for size.
Ouch, my hand is cramping. Try that on for size.
I'm trying a cool new VR headset handheld kit. Try that on for size.
Pull the lever, crunk. Try that on for size.
Trouble and toil. Try that on for size.
Ooh, that seems like fun. Let's both be witches. Try that on for size.
I think we only have room for one witch, Jordan. I'm sorry. You are out. All right, let's get our last player, Sam.
Yes.
All right. Your suggestion is brushing a dog. We're going to start with Paul.
I'm brushing a dog. Try that on for size.
I'm painting my sneakers white again. Try that on for size.
I'm publishing my daily newspaper. Try that on for size.
I am fluffing my yarn ball. Try that on for size.
I'm playing the violin poorly. Try that on for size.
I'm making it rain. Try that on for size.
I'm whipping this horse. Try that on for size. Yeehaw!
Poor horse, Paul. Poor horse. I'm sorry. Sam is the winner.
Oh, look at that. I'm honored.
Alrighty. Thanks, Daniela. Our next game is a game called New Choice. And before we explain that game, I would love to have some non-geographical locations thrown into the chat. For example, a cemetery or a library or whatever wonderful idea you conjure in your mind. Throw that in the chat. For this game of New Choice, I'm going to need Charlie, Daniela, and Blake. Come on up here. These lovely scoops of ice cream will be performing an entirely original improv scene for you, our loyal fans, based on the non-geographical location that you're putting in the chat. At any point during that scene, if they come up with a decision, if they do an action, or if they say their favorite flavor of ice cream, I could clap my hands and say, new choice, and they'll have to change it until I decide they can continue on with the scene, and hilarity ensues. For example, Blake, what's your favorite flavor of ice cream?
Rocky Road.
Blake, new choice.
Mint chocolate chip.
Blake, new choice.
I like a little bit of raspberries mushed up with frozen cream.
And that's how the game goes. Let's check out our chat. All righty. Ooh, I'm seeing some awesome suggestions. Let's do Grandma's house. Your scene takes place in Grandma's house. Scene.
Oh, here you all go. Brought some milk and cookies, the biscuits you both like, so eat them.
Oh, Grandma, thank you so much. I love your cookies.
I know. Why else would you come?
Daniela, new choice.
Grandma, your cookies are a little stale.
What? Why did you? What? How dare you? That's been a family recipe for about 800 years.
I'm sorry, I just had to be honest. There's just a tad stale. Maybe if you add a little sugar.
Yeah, I think you're getting the baking soda mixed up for the sugar.
Oh.
So we just switch it. I think those will be really, really good.
You know, you got me there, Johnny. You know, I seem to have forgotten that I've been baking for 50 years.
Blake, new number of years.
Seems I've forgotten that I've only been baking for about, 100 years.
Blake, new number of years.
I've been baking for about 4 months, so it's new. It's new territory, so it's new to me. So thank you. It's appreciated.
It's all constructive. I don't want to.
Yeah.
I love you, Grandma.
I love you guys.
I love you too.
Oh, you guys are the best dang grandkids. Love ya.
Blake, new hand motion.
I love you.
Blake, new hand motion.
I would eat you. Oh, you're so cute. I get ya.
Your dinosaurs always kind of scare me, Grandma.
I thought you were coming for my cheeks again.
Yeah. New action. Charlie, new action.
Oh, I thought you were coming for my ears. Oh.
Charlie, new action.
Oh, I thought you were coming for my hair. Oh, there's not much there.
Well, I mean, it's like your dad, you know. I grabbed his hair so much it actually got longer over time. It's fascinating. How is he, by the way? How's your father?
Oh, he's great. His hair looks incredible. I was curious what the secret was.
Yeah, it's cookies and love and pulling on it. So
cookies with sugar in them. I should know. I have, I got the full hair in the family.
Sarah,
new motion.
It's cookies. I got that Pantene hair.
Daniela, new motion.
It's the cookies. It's because I listen to heavy metal and I got that heavy metal hair.
strengthens the bonds of the hair itself.
It does, and it's a really good workout too.
I try that.
Is that what's happened? I've lost touch with my hair. We've grown apart, and so now it's falling off my head.
Charlie, new choice.
Have I become disillusioned, and now my bones are coming apart, like my skin and stuff's coming apart?
Charlie, new choice.
Are like, I was curious if any of us are real, if like this cookie is real, or if it's like just a program, like, you know, we're all just computers.
The best kind of guidance I can give you in that realm is trust your instincts and be who you are, because it might be, might not be. We really have no way of knowing. But I love you.
And that's the game. Thank you, you scoops of ice cream. I'm going to pass it off to Blake, our next host.
Hey everybody, so we actually have a treat right now for you guys tuning in. I know we're all comedians here, we've all been laughing it up, but it's time to take a moment, take a pause, realize that we're not all always on, we're not all always comedians. Our next game is going to be Oscar-winning moment, and our friends are going to be joining us in just a second. If I could get some locations for them or events where you would gather for an occasion like a party or an anniversary, a bat mitzvah, a cake tasting, throw them out. But yeah, we're gonna be really treating ourselves here as actors, warming up, etc. Because these lovely performers are going to be delving into some monologues throughout the scene you're about to see whenever I call Oscar on. And when I do, they are going to deliver some emotionalness, some emotions. So we're gonna enjoy that. And let me go ahead and take a look-see at the chat here, see where we're gonna be doing this. Let's go ahead and do a high school reunion. Let's get our game faces on, friends. I love ya. Here we go.
Oh, Jesse, I haven't seen you in years.
Geraldo, you're taller than I remember.
Yeah, I'm not that shrimp anymore. Remember how you used to make fun of me?
Oh, I don't know if I would call it making fun, just like, you know, reminding you of your size.
I remember well.
Hey guys, what's going on? Long time.
Yeah?
It's me, Sharky. Remember that the nickname I gave myself back in high school that nobody else would accept, but like I was like, no, it's not Randolph, it's Sharky.
Oscar-winning moment, Brian.
You guys need to understand something. I wasn't Randolph ever. Not then, not now, but in high school, I had to follow rules. I had to listen to regulations. It wasn't right. It wasn't fair. So I went to grade school after I went to college, and I got my degree. And with my degree, I got a buttload of money. And with that money, I went to a plastic surgeon and a marine biologist. And with that surgeon and marine biologist, I can finally be Sharky. Now then, where are the hors d'oeuvres?
Sharky, I really have to tell you that you look great. I don't remember you being this cool in high school, and Gerald being so tall.
Sharky, I always looked up to you, but with this plastic surgery, now I look down on you, and it's not just about my height.
Paul, Oscar-winning moment.
When I was a kid, I was always looking for a role model. I was down here looking up at all the boys and girls at the school. Sharky, you were just one among many. I needed someone to inspire me. But now that I'm tall and I'm rich and I'm a CEO, well, now I honestly don't care about anyone at all anymore, and it haunts me.
You don't have to live like that if you don't want to.
Why not?
Well, I mean, my marine biologist knows a primate specialist, and there's all sorts of things you can do with a prehensile tail.
I I can't stand for this anymore. I'm sorry. It's just not natural to be mixing animals and humans. It all reminds me of the accident.
No, Jesse, don't.
Oscar on Jordan, Jesse.
The year was 2005. We were all juniors in high school, about ready to start the best year of our high school experience. Or so we thought. That's when our biology teacher, Mrs. Merber, decided that she was going to experiment with human genomes and that of actual garden gnomes that were modeled after snakes. She couldn't say her S's for the entirety of her life, and we never finished our bio final.
We didn't. We didn't finish the damn thing.
We sure didn't. But Mrs. Murmur, I mean, that's why we're dedicating the school gymnasium to her tonight.
I just don't feel like it would be honoring her memory if we were to change our genomes and live a half-human life.
To be fair, it's too late for Sharky.
That's true, but Sharky was always the best of us.
That's the
And-
first thing the marine biologist said.
And seeing you guys, well done, well done. I'm gonna pass it off to my friend Paul for the next game.
Hey everybody! So it's almost the end of the show. We're gonna have to break up with you, and breakups can be hard. So we're gonna practice a little bit. So if I could get suggestions in the chat of, say, a food or a household item or a city in the U.S. And I'll invite the rest of Scoop on stage with me. So we're gonna break up with you. So here's how it's gonna go. We'll get a suggestion like Apple. So we'll say, it's not you, it's me, Apple. I just feel like we never really got to the core of our issues, right? So we'll get started. My teammates, if you guys can raise your hand if you got a good one. And we'll go ahead and start off with tongs. Tongs. Go ahead, Blake.
It's not me, it's you, Tongs. I could tell from the minute you picked me up.
Go ahead, Brian.
It's not you, it's me, Tongs. I've decided to rotate you out.
Yeah, Jordan, go.
It's not me, it's you, Tongs. You're not the barbecutie that you once were.
It's not you, it's me, Tongs. I feel like we never really clicked. Daniela, yeah.
It's not you. It's me, Tongs. It's just that you just toss my emotions around.
Yeah, exactly. We'll go on to another suggestion. I see here Cheetos. So the suggestion for this one is Cheetos. Go for it, Blake.
It's not you, it's me, Cheetos. I just was doing just some cheesy stuff and you weren't it. So
Yeah, Charlie.
It's not you, it's me, Cheetos. You're just dangerously cheesy.
Sam, you're up.
It's not you, it's me, Cheetos. I just found someone who's more flaming hot.
Yeah, Jordan.
It's not me, it's you, Cheetos. I found out you were a cheetah.
Oh, yeah, Charlie.
It's not me, it's you. You seem to have puffed up a little bit.
Yeah, Brian, bring it.
It's not you, Chester. It's me. I've moved on to marsupials, specifically Dunkaroos.
Oh, we'll get another suggestion here. I see Orlando, Florida. So let's break up with the great city of Orlando. Go, Blake.
It's not me, it's you, Disney. You hurt Disney and I want you to pay my medical bills, so take that.
Yes. Go ahead, Sam.
It's not you, Orlando. It's me. We've just lost the magic.
Yes. Go ahead, Charlie.
It's not you, it's me. You're just too goofy for my taste.
Exactly. Yes, Jordan.
It's me, it's you, Orlando. I guess I just won't see you later, alligator.
Oh, it's not you, it's me, Orlando. You like to travel, and I don't want to see the world. Yes, Brian.
It's not you, Orlando. It's me. I'll just have to Lake Buena Vista see you later.
Hey! All right, see, that's our show. Hey, everybody, thank you so much for tuning into Rec League. We have been Scoop, and next up is the Comedy Sports Minor League show, so stick around, they'll be on soon.